It is very spectacular. It's very remote and kind of pristine wilderness. Everyone was quite buzzed up. I don't think Mumba was quite so keen. He'd never flown an airplane before.
Zambian Mumba Chikungu is here to provide the men with local knowledge.
You okay? Yes.
The men are planning to establish a conservation park in the area. And the aim of this morning is to spot large herds of buffalo.
As we flew around, we saw about 6 or 7 elephants.
We were really looking for buffalo. They are usually quite plentiful, but I wasn't finding them.
Okay, take me down. Let's have a look down there.
He said, let's go in and see what we can find.
They're flying towards a wetland area where buffalo might gather. But this means flying in close to a huge escarpment rock face.
We had to get in quite close to this escarpment to be able to have a look at them properly. We were traveling quite fast.
Hold on.
The closer they get to the escarpment, the more turbulent the air becomes.
I noticed that the airplane seemed to be descending.
Then suddenly, the air sucks the plane downwards.
You get these vortexes that come off the ridge, and we'd flown into one of those.
At full throttle, Adam attempts to pull the plane up over the oncoming escarpment to escape the vortex.
I was trying to keep the airplane going at maximum revs to keep the nose up. The stall warning came on. This is bad news. I know this is really bad news. We were in serious trouble.
It seemed like we were not going to get over the top.
Just seconds before impact, Adam manages to bank the plane.
I managed to get the wings level, but we were going down.
Going in! We're going in!
What happened is that, we just lost it.
Going in! We're going in! Brace! Brace!
I had about 10 or 15 seconds to say I had a good life.
Brace!
And then we hit.
The plane is shattered on impact. All 4 men are trapped inside the fuselage.
I woke up, and the first thing I knew one had to do with these situations is get out of the airplane.
Get out! Get out!
I wasn't really aware of where I was. I must have been somehow aware that the right way out was on my right.
Pilot Adam struggles to free himself from the wreckage. He's in for a shock.
I landed on the wing, but then, there was this huge pain. Shoots through your whole body like an electric shock. And I immediately knew I'd broken my back.
Adam has escaped the burning fuselage, but he's now helpless on the wing, where the fuel for the plane is stored.
Fire!
As fuel leaks closer to the flames,
We still had a significant amount of fuel on board, and I was lying on it.
the smallest drop could ignite the fuel tank. turning the plane and all 4 men into a fireball.
Fire! Get out! Get out!
Mumba scrambles clear, but Clive is still inside the wreckage.
I remember waking up. First thing I saw was Adam lying on the wing. I smelled aviation fuel. I thought I had to get out of here.
Get out! Get out now!
It was hot and it was horrible, and there was just carnage everywhere. There was a very steep slope, and I just rolled down the hill.
The plane is a ticking time bomb, ready to explode with Adam stuck on the wing.
I was scared. I thought, this is not good.
There was flame coming out of the engine. There was a fair amount of fuel leaking from the wing.
Fuel is very, very explosive stuff, and the slightest spark or flame, the whole thing fireballs. The slightest contact and the whole thing will blow. And there was nothing I could do about it.
Miraculously, the fire burns out. The most immediate danger is over.
Clive!
But like Adam, Clive is seriously injured and unable to move.
I just had this terrible pain, as if someone had stuck something into my back. I was just writhing on the ground, looking for a position that would give me some relief.
On impact, Clive's spine was twisted backwards and his vertebrae crushed together. Despite fracturing his back, he's managed to roll 70 feet away from the plane.
I felt a little bit guilty that somehow I'd panicked because of fear of explosion and just tried to run away from that as fast as I could.
Adam!
Clive has no idea if his colleagues have survived.
I could see the plane, but I couldn't really see any detail. I couldn't see Adam. I could just see the plane from where I was lying.
Adam! Clive! Adam, are you okay? I'm on the wing!
I kept calling to Adam, who just kept asking me if I was all right, and I said, yeah, I'm okay.
So I knew that Clive was alive, but in serious pain.
While Adam and Clive are both injured, Mumba is lucky enough to have survived relatively unscathed. But Graham is still missing.
I couldn't see or hear anything from Graham at all.
Graham!
And I thought he was dead.
Can you hear me?
I mean, I really did think he was dead.
I check on Graham. Mumba, is he okay? Mumba, is he okay?
Graham has taken the full impact of the crash.
Is he okay?
It's his foot. His foot is hanging off.
But he's alive?
Yes, he's breathing.
So that was a huge relief.
Graham is the most severely injured of them all. In shock, he doesn't grasp the full horror of what has happened.
I knew my back was damaged and I knew my feet were damaged, but I didn't realize how bad.
Adrenaline is numbing Graham's pain.
When I looked down, my one foot was badly damaged with my leg bone sticking out. I could see out of one eye a little bit and everything was blooding up very fast.
To add to his misery, Graham can barely hear the other men. His hearing aid has been lost in the crash.
You hurt bad?
I'm afraid I can't feel my legs.
I couldn't move my legs. And then I realized that, you know, I was paralyzed. You're lying there. You're the pilot. You are responsible. You know, these guys are your responsibility. And I was thinking, you know, Graham is in dire straits. You know, he needs help.
We need to make radio contact. We need to contact Lusaka.
Okay.
Remember, you need to switch the radio on.
It's a massive risk. With the plane soaked in fuel, one spark from the radio's electrics could trigger an explosion and kill them all. But it's their only hope.
So we turned the radio on, and you can hear it click.
Mayday. Mayday. Can you hear me?
These entrepreneurs are used to the advantages that come with success. Today, their chartered plane is taking them from the capital of Botswana, Gaborone, to the small town of Maun, 600 miles away. It's a 2-hour flight which will take them across the vast expanse of the Kalahari, the desert whose very name means the Great Thirst.
Guys, help yourself to some soft drinks in one of those coolers.
And where's the champagne, caviar?
We're having fun. I'm sitting next to the pilot and I'm really enjoying the flight. And behind me, Mike and Nanette's just talking. So it was quite a jovial atmosphere.
An hour and a half into the flight, Lynette is still uneasy.
For some reason, I was becoming claustrophobic. I'm not enjoying my flight. I'm looking out and wondering and looking.
Don't worry. You take a big plane back, huh?
I looked towards one wing, the engine, and I saw a bit of oil coming out of the wing.
Costa!
What?
There's oil coming from the engine.
First of all, there were drops, and then it becomes a proper brownish line.
Pilot Costa Macandonatis tries to reassure the passengers.
It's nothing serious. Just sit back, keep your safety belts on.
Without oil, the engine will seize up and could catch fire. Costa has no choice.
Hey, what's that?
Mike. It's just a precaution. I had to shut off the port engine.
The plane should be able to fly on one engine. But in the African heat, the air is thin, and with a full passenger load, it begins to lose altitude.
We need to make a precautionary landing.
Costa radios the control tower to get his coordinates so he can find a landing strip nearby.
What are they saying? You can't pick us up on the radar. Just look for a landing strip.
There's nothing out here. You've got to keep on flying.
I'm losing altitude. I can't. Gaborone requesting our position.
Their only lifeline is the radio.
Gaborone? Gaborone. Damn! Lost radio contact.
Costa knows he's going to have to crash land.
I took Mike's hand, I took Neb's hand, and I said, God, I'm just asking for safe passage.
All I know that I have maybe a minute or a minute and a half to live, and I'm just worried about my children.
I remember elephants running in a panic because of the aeroplane coming.
I just saw the earth coming closer and closer and closer. I know that air crashes, you really don't survive.
Put your head between your knees now!
The impact should have killed them all.
I'm still alive.
I open my eyes. I see my wife. She's burning.
The metal's burning me! Help me, Mike!
When I touch the belt to unbuckle her, I realize it's very hot and I burn myself now.
Don't worry, don't.
The plane's leaking fuel tanks could explode at any moment.
We need to get out of that as quick as possible. Your body is kind of state of shock. You try to get up and you just fall down.
Guys, where's Neb?
We realize, but there is no Neb.
Where's Neb? It's in the plane. Neb, there. Still in the plane, let's get him.
We are panicking because we don't know how fast the aircraft's going to burn.
Are you okay? Let's get him out.
Shoulder up.
Neb, please. Is he still breathing? I don't know. Neb, it's okay.
The survivors are shocked and injured.
There's lots of blood around. My nose was broken.
Mike, Costa, and Carl's injuries are superficial. But Neb is in a bad way.
The pain was unbearable because, particularly of the ribs.
Please, breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe.
And I actually couldn't breathe.
Lift me up. Lift me up. Okay, I'll got you. I'll got you. I'll got you. Let's take him to the tree. Over there.
Neb has punctured his lung. He has to prop himself up in order to breathe.
I couldn't lie down. I had to stand most of the time. And I was hugging the tree.
Lynette sustained multiple injuries in the crash. She has damaged her spine.
I couldn't move. I couldn't move my legs. As soon as I tried to lift myself up, for some reason I would feel dizzy and then I'll be forced to lie down.
And her left arm has been so badly burned that the nerves have been destroyed.
I didn't feel any pain. There was no pain at all. I was just worried about the fact that I can't get up, I can't do anything.
She needs immediate medical attention.
Don't worry, they'll come soon. We'll get you to hospital.
The crash has destroyed the radio. But the passengers believe that the plane's emergency transmitter will soon bring rescue. As the afternoon wears on, they begin to have doubts.
We're realizing now that it's getting dark, nobody can land. So we're getting used to the idea that we need to spend the night here.
Almost everything that might have helped them survive a night in the bush has been destroyed.
Anyone got matches?
They need to find a way to ward off predators.
It is a sample only. It's for promotions.
Oh, we've got to get the fire going and keep it going all night. Who knows what's crawling out there?
I was very concerned about the area where we crashed. When I look at those trees, I was thinking this is a perfect area where leopard is living. It's a very dangerous animal. Lots of hyenas, lots of elephants, lions. It's a really wild area.
Carl manages to start a fire using the last piece of smoldering wreckage. The pilot and the executives prepare themselves for a terrifying night in the bush. They know it's a dangerous time. Lion, leopard, and hyena are out hunting, on the lookout for weak, vulnerable, or injured prey.
I can hear things move around in the forest, and I'm scared. There's a totally alien environment.
You can feel the presence. There are they, you know, you don't see them, but you can feel there is something is around you.
The only thing that keeps them going through the night is the knowledge that they will be rescued in the morning. Neb is exhausted. He hasn't been able to lie down or sleep all night.
Hey, it's time for the rescue.
The fire has done its job. It's protected them from the perils of the night, but the heat of the day brings the bush's biggest killer.
The morning came and thirst. I wanted water. It was something that I needed desperately.
The thirst is unbearable. Your mouth is so dry that you can even feel the pain in your mouth, in your tongue.
They can find no water, so they take advantage of a fleeting source of moisture. Dew.
You get a little bit here and there, a couple drops, but it's not enough.
In no time, the African sun evaporates their only source of water. All they can hope for now is that rescue will come quickly.
We're under the impression that there's an emergency transponder unit in the tail transmitting our position. So if people look for you, that they will be able to find us.
I can hear a plane.
Over there. Over here! Help! Over here!
Ah, let's make some smoke!
Over here! That's right! Help! Over here! Help! Over here! Over here!
But it's not a rescue plane.
We look up, it's very high, and it's clear that it's never going to see us.